So let's talk about the basics of wholesaling. Like, why is this such a powerful strategy? And tell us about your recent deal.
I will. So wholesaling is appealing for a lot of different reasons, because a lot of people are like, how do I get into real estate? I don't have much money. I don't have much time. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to rehab. I don't know how to, all these different things. But you can learn how to find a deal. And sometimes people find deals even on accident. Mine kind of came to me on accident that I just did this deal on. And a realtor called me and said, hey, are you interested in buying? And I was like, yeah, let me look at it. So we looked at it, and the numbers work pretty good, but I just don't have the bandwidth to do it right now. I've got 2 other projects I'm doing, plus we're doing a bunch of other things. We're building this Best Year Ever Summit that we talked about in our last episode, and I'm like, I just don't have the time, and plus I don't think my wife would be too happy if I took another project. So I thought, well, I don't want to let the deal go. I negotiated it down and got it for $10,000 less than what they were planning on listing it for. So I'm like, maybe I could just move this along. And so anyways, I got a hold of this kid he got part of our community. He's been diving into the education. He's been excited about doing it. And we went over and walked it on Saturday, and looks like a deal's going to do. And so he's going to buy it. And so let's dive in on what that is. Okay. So maybe you could tell us, what is a wholesale?
Okay, so a wholesale, I mean, if you think about it in the manufacturing process, that's what we're used to.
Okay, I love that.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you're talking about wholesaling, you have a manufacturer, you have a wholesaler, and you have a retailer, right? So between the manufacturer and the retailer, there's this middleman, and he's the guy that is connected with all of the retailers and connected with all the manufacturers. So all you're doing in real estate is you're finding inventory that's coming from, the manufacturer, from the source, the sellers, right? And you're saying, I'm going to take this deal and I'm going to sell it to the folks that are retail buyers that are looking for the type of projects I've found. And so what you do is you go and you put it under contract with the sellers or the manufacturers. You have now a fixed price that you know that you are paying for that piece of property, and then you're turning around and you are selling it you're selling that contract to the end retail buyer so that they can run with it, whether it's a fix and flip or it's I'm going to live in it for my entire, the rest of my life, that kind of thing.